It was a great day to be out there and see that
It was.
dedication.
It was very pretty. It was
Very
cool
nice.
outside, but once we get into the afternoon, the sun kind of takes over. We get into the low 60s.
Yeah.
It's still below average, and our afternoon highs will stay below average. But if you don't like the chill in the morning, that will be coming to an end, as our morning lows will be gradually coming up. Still pretty chilly, though, tomorrow morning. We're expecting 30s and 40s again to begin the day. Doesn't look like we're going to see freezing temperatures. Maybe cold enough in a few locations for some patchy frost, and I think that should be fairly isolated for early tomorrow morning. And then gradually those temperatures will be into the 40s both sides of the lake, and we'll start then to see 50s. But afternoons will stay about the same, with more of that low 60 range, which is below average. But a high cloudiness all day today, at times kind of sun to filtered sunshine, we'll call it, with these high thin cirrus clouds, but they also make for gorgeous sunsets. 55 degrees is our current temperature. Dew points are low, 34, with humidity value only at 45%. But we do have an easterly wind, and as long as there is any component to the wind, in other words, a northeast, east, southeast, south, any part of that wind that starts coming off of the Gulf waters, almost immediately our dew points, the moisture in the atmosphere, begins to rise, and that will steadily increase over the next several days, which is why our morning lows will be coming up. More moisture during the night, and those temperatures can't get as cold. We stay below average for both the high and the low for the day, and we'll probably stay below average again for the next couple of days, both high and low, before our morning lows kind of get back into the lower 50s. Bit of cloud cover around, but this has been, again, mainly a high cloudiness, which will likely stick with us during the day tomorrow, and models indicating we should start to see more cloudiness, though, by Thursday. Into the 50s right now, got into the low 60s at most locations. That sun starts setting, those temperatures start to drop off. Now, earlier in the day, the dew points were more widespread, 20s. Now they're coming into the 30s, and again, it is because of that easterly wind, and steadily those dew point values will be starting to get into the 40s, and eventually probably maybe low 50s as we approach the weekend. Also, by this weekend, we'll see a chance for some showers. Very light winds, and not expecting much wind through the overnight. During the day tomorrow, though, the winds will be picking up, and eventually those winds, especially offshore, will be strong enough for a small craft advisory to be issued, and that will continue on into Thursday morning. More clouds, but cool afternoons. A rainy Saturday. Getting a bit better idea of the timing for our rainfall, and it looks like maybe much of the day Saturday. And then by Sunday, though, we're colder but dry. So kind of another split weekend with maybe a better chance for rain one half of it than the other. Our rainfall this past weekend all came in during the overnight hours. May not be that way as we head toward this coming weekend. First, though, the next couple of days. Again, just high cloudiness moving overhead. We'll probably continue with the skies like that during the day tomorrow. Again, note at the surface, we have a northeasterly wind, so we keep the cool, dry air in place. Bit more cloudiness as we head toward the day on Thursday. Then we're going to be watching out west for a developing system, which will bring us that chance for some rainfall. Let's take a look at the two global models, meaning the GFS and the Euro. We'll be watching the development of a big Gulf low, but it doesn't look like that is really going to be impacting us directly. It's going to be the upper low that starts to bring in some rainfall by the weekend. Morning on Saturday looks dry. By the midday afternoon hours, we start to get the rainfall to move in, and it may be with us until the early or late evening, early nighttime hour. So much of the second half of the day on Saturday does look to be a little bit wetter. Outdoor plans may not be great. Then that upper low the surface low really starts to get going, and a fairly powerful, almost a nor'easter moving up toward the east coast. And the Euro is starting to come in line with that timing as well. We'll be watching that line of showers move our way. Now, we are going to stay into the cool, dry air, so this is not going to have a severe component to it as that rainfall moves our way. Timing for Saturday, again, about the same. Afternoon through the evening, there's that stronger Gulf low developing and moving up along the east coast. So starting to get a bit better idea of the timing of the rainfall. As far as severe weather goes, doesn't look like that's going to be an issue. And even flooding rain doesn't look to be much of a concern either. Mainly down along the coastline from Lafayette toward Homa. And as far as us, rainfall totals only looking to be about 1/4 of an inch to maybe ½ inch of rainfall. So not a whole lot of rain with this next system. High temperatures staying about the same. Our morning lows gradually increasing. There's that chance of rain probably for the second half of the day Saturday, and then chilly and drier as we head towards Sunday and early next week.